Hi kids, it's Miss Patty with your Take and Make Craft of the Week. This week we're going to be doing abstract Mondrian style art named after Piet Mondrian. His art generally consists of red, yellow, and blue rectangles and squares with these black outlines. But my version has a few more colors and a few more shapes. I've added circles because how often do you get to use tissue paper circles, right? We've always used tissue paper squares. Now I cut big sheets of tissue paper into rectangles and I had some tissue paper circles. So this is very unusual, but I thought it was great use of tissue paper and a lot of different colors. So we're making our own Mondrian style art. And also it even comes with these fabulous borders that I had left over from something. So it's like you're framing your artwork as well. So your kit, everybody's gonna have different color shapes and sizes, and you get to lay it out on the paper. And the one thing that I do wanna tell you is lay your design out first, but you'll notice I do have a lot of white space. Part of the Mondrian style art is don't be afraid of the white space. Not every single inch of your artwork needs to be colored in. If you notice, they're all kind of sectioned off. So that's purposeful. That's the way his art looks. So if you have extra tissue paper at home and you just want to do a big collage, you go for it. This is just my suggestion. It's your artwork. So if your parents seem to have tissue paper at home and they have lots of it, maybe from some leftover presents, and they don't mind you cutting it up, you ask their permission and go right ahead. So we're going to start and I'm going to show you how I put this piece together. It won't be exactly the same, but it'll be close. So start with your white sheet of paper, open up your bag of tissue and lay it out. And just start playing with it, almost like a puzzle. Lay it out in different shapes. Maybe use some, here's two rectangles and a square, and I can have another rectangle there. I like putting some of the circles together. Oh, I love the circles. So we can do that. So that's kind of sectioned off a little bit there. And how about we haven't used too many squares yet? So I have squares too. And don't forget, when you glue these tissues and glue them on top of other areas, you'll see some of the colors come through. So it'll give you a little bit of a different effect. I think those will look good together. And just feel free. So I kind of like to lay the whole thing out. This is a little bit blank down here, so I'm thinking, how about I move these ones down here? But also now, before you glue it on, take your frame. Remember that nice frame? This is unusual that we have these. And put it over your design. Is it hiding too many of your tissue squares? Or you like it that way? Maybe we can move that guy up there a little bit. I kind of like some are underneath and some are over. This one is all the way over in the corner there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my frame off. I'll glue this one last because this one I have hanging over just a little bit. And I'm gonna glue all my tissue squares on. So be gentle with your glue stick, right? Because you know if you pull the glue stick too hard, I don't want you to rip your tissue paper. So you just need a little, but take your finger and press it all down. And then I had that one layered up on top there. Have a little loose part. There we go. Push it all down. Oh, that one we said last, right? Now I'm gonna go over on this side. I wanna do this big rectangle first, just to make sure I get it close to the same spot. Press those down real good. So we can do all kinds of overlapping. Square. And you can always take some of these pieces if you want to cut them smaller. Maybe you want this to be a couple rectangles. That's fine. You don't have to leave them exactly how I gave them to you. And you'll notice it's very hard to cut tissue paper into exact shapes, right? Because it's so thin. Oh, okay, so we're going to do this one right here. Press that down. And now we'll do this black one since that's on the bottom. And a little bit of this black square will show through with the yellow and the green. So that'll give it even another multi-dimensional effect. There we go. Lay that one out like a diamond. That looks good. And we'll do our other bigger piece. I just find it easier to start with the bigger pieces, and then you can layer the smaller pieces. Now, if you want to do the black lines, like I showed you in this one, if you want super, super neat lines, use a ruler, right? So I started with this big fat chisel tip. Does not need to be a Sharpie, but that way you can connect. So remember, this one is not, that one's gonna go on top. Go all the way up to that. And now I'm going to take this one and go straight up to the top. Let's see, can I get right in between that square and circle and go all the way down and stop right at the tissue paper. There we go. That looks good. And now what if we did, let's see, the border, where's that border gonna be? That's gonna look good. So I think I should do one across here. So let's start here, right up against that square, and go all the way across. And now we can do one that goes down right up against this one. There we go. And the other one can go here and here. Okay, so I think that looks good, but we'll do one other short one right here. Love the way it looks. How about now we can do some thin ones, right? We can do some thin ones. I even colored in some little block styles of colored in, a little square, a little rectangle. So you can add as much as you want. So I'm gonna start right here and do a thin line all the way up. Go slow or use that ruler there. And we'll do another one here. And how about we color that in? A little square there. A little square here. Let's see, will we see it? If we do a thin line up across there, it'll almost be covered there, but maybe you'll be able to see it. Let's see, we'll do it close. Where else would you do one? What if we go here? And that's going to be down, so we'll go all the way to the end, and that'll be covered there. And then what if we go up here? Here, and we can do one here. Can almost color, what if we colored that whole rectangle in? That will look good. Just, like I said, I know it's a lot. Sometimes your kids want to color everything in. In. Maybe this one needs one more thick line. I love the way it's coming together. Can do thin line down the middle. How about we go. Coming together. I think now would be a good time. Let's put our frame on. We'll put that last circle on there, and then you'll be able to see. Do you need any more? So take this off, get your glue stick, go all the way around the frame. You want that to be stuck on there really good. So try to cover the whole thing. Up, put that in the center. Let's move our one little loose circle. Okay, let's get that. Start at the top. Line it up on all sides. Let's press it down. Pressing it down. Let's get that right on the edge of our line there. Beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this Mondrian style new art technique that we've never tried here before. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next week for another Take and Make craft. Bye for now.